Hello guys, I'm Jay, and today I'm going to show you the build that I use, the fuse element build, and hope you like it. So let me start to explain this build. So this build consists of the benefits of each elemental skills. So it consists of physical skills, holy skills, and fire skills. So let me explain the skills to you so you can understand it. So first of all, horse. So if you play Crusader, you know horse is important. So for this build, I choose to have the fire rune because my horse can actually save me from tough situations, and also it actually does damage, so I can use it to escape, to move for mobility in the rift, or when I do quests. It's really good for moving, and also it allow me to escape, and also it does damage because it's fire horse. And then I have the Heaven's Fury Ascendancy. So I have the Ascendancy, plus I have the Fatal Fail, and I also have this shield, the Emerald shield. So pretty much compared to the one Ascendancy, one beam of Ascendancy, Fatal Fail actually triples the attack and the AOE, the area of effect damage of Ascendancy, by 3 times, triples it. And then I have this Emerald shield. It actually doubles the total damage of my Ascendancy skill. So total is 3 times 2. That's 6 times more, AOE. I mean, not 6 times, 6 times more damage compared to one beam of Ascendancy. And AOE wise, it just triple the AOE. You can say 6 times because the cooldown is removed, so you can pretty much permanently spend it. So, and then allow me to explain the laws. So the laws of Valor. So you actually increase your attack speed. So by all means, you increase your DPS, your overall damage, and not only that, you actually reduce your spending for your wraths, for your skills. You reduce the wrath spending for your skills by 50%. And so while this law is running, you don't really spend much wrath. And then there's a phalanx. It actually does so much damage, and it's really good because it's multiple hits. And I'll explain that in a second why multiple hit is really important for this build. And also, you're a tank for you, and then the cooldown is really low, and you don't spend any wrath for this skill. So 7 seconds, and it lasts for 5 seconds. So pretty much you have this phalanx run permanently. And Fist of Heavens, this skill is a lot of damage, consists of a lot of damage, and it consists of a really high AOE. Alright, it hits enemy on the whole screen. And then Fire Champion, akarat Champion, Fire Starter. I assume a lot of you know why I choose Fire akarat Champion, why it's so useful. So it actually stacks up damage, 460% weapon damage over 3 seconds. So for every hit, for every skill, it actually stacks up. It actually helps the akarat Champion's Fire Starter stacks up damage. So Fist of Heaven is a lot of hits, so it actually helps stack up the Fire Starter damage. And also the AOE is 40%, but you got to add the 460% stack damage into that 40%, so it actually does the whole screen AOE, and the AOE damage is 460% stack damage from the Fire akarat Champion. Also, Phalanx, it actually helps stack up the Fire akarat Champion as well. And then Ascendancy also helps stack up the Fire akarat Champion as well, because it's multiple hits. So this one is multiple hit, this one is multiple hit, and this one is multiple hit as well. And lastly, Horse, it actually is a multiple hit skill as well. So all this actually helps proc the Fire Starter. And it's essentially good because multiple hit actually procs the furnace. So when you fight enemy that with a lot of HP, really high, high HP enemies like the Rift boss, you can actually really, do so much damage because you just have so many hits that the 8%, proc rate is really easy to proc because you hit so many hits. And then let me talk about the passive. So heavy strength, it actually allow you to use fail, and it actually allow you to swap furnace for the Rift boss. And then indestructible, this skill is so OP because it not only give you one more life, it actually increase your damage by 35% once it's activated. So once you lose one life and your indestructible is activated, you actually increase your total damage by 35%, and that's a lot. And then low commander, this one is good because not only give you the steed charge cooldown, increase your CDR by 25% for that skill. So pretty much with this skill you can run your horse almost 100% of the time, or if not 100%, almost 100%. And you can, horse is very good. Like I said, it's good for mobility, it's good for escaping, it's good for damage as well. And then so, and then not only that, it actually increase your phalanx damage by 25%. So it's like buy one get one, why not? And homely cost is good because this build consists of mainly homely damage. So if you see my gear, I'm going to show you later, it's all focused on the only damage because the main damage is from Feast of Heaven, and for my build is Ascendancy. And then it's not only give you extra 10% damage, it actually give you 1% recover rate for your life. So every time you do a holy damage like Feast of Heaven multiple hits and then Ascendancy multiple hits, every hit that it does, it actually heal you your HP by 1%. So essentially this build is tankier than the Fire Feast of Heaven build, And then let me talk about the items of my choice. So pretty much everything is standard. You want to increase the damage percentage of Feast of Heaven, also Heaven's Fury, and also you want to reduce the wrath spending. So my shoulder is strength, reduce cooldown, and just standard. And then for my helmet as well, standard. For this S of Johan, so this one is really good because you actually groups the enemy into bundles, so it's easier for clear, So for example, Ascendancy will hit and then you just suck everything into the AoE zone and just kill them all at once. So it actually help you to clean the enemy much quicker. And then Reaper's Wrap, because for this build you don't use provoke, so you don't really have a way to regen your wrath once it's all used up. So this Reaper's Wrap actually give you that recover ability. And then the shield I already explained. So the last stat that I choose, the 39.5% bleeding, that actually helps to proc the Fire Akarat champion. It also helps to proc Furnace, and it also does a little bit extra damage, so why not? And shoes is just standard, pants standard, and Harrigan Waistguard. A lot of people already know why this one is important, because once you open a chest, your damage increased by 128%, so pretty much your damage all doubles, and your AoE, your damage all doubles. So it helps your AoE, and so it helps you clean out the map much more quickly, much more efficient. And the standard, only percentage SOJ with a cooldown. That's important because Crusader is really relying on cooldown, so cooldown is really important for Crusader. And fail, this one is different than shotgun build, fail, because you don't really need the third stat to be reduce wrath spending or wrath recovery. You can choose vitality, you can choose attack speed, you can choose damage percent. For this one, I like more tanky style play type, so that's why I choose vitality, because it allows me to tank more mobs. So yeah, so it's more flexible for the fail, so you don't need to stick with resource spending reduction or those stuff. And then so essentially I can use this one as well, super high damage, but I choose for this one because as damage 100 damage is not that different, 3% damage, and trade for 1000 vitality is actually a good trade for me, so I choose this one. lastly, I'm going to talk to you about a ring. I don't use a Unity. You can use a Unity if you want. If you don't want to die, you can choose the Unity. And then, but I choose the Mikado's Wedding Band because it actually does 5% damage of the total mob's remaining health. So example, like if you fight Malfio, a T6 Malfio that has I don't know 15 billion. So every second you will probably do more than 60 million damage per every second because Bakato's wedding, yeah. So it's really good for attack, and for the stat is really standard strength, vitality or life percent. Vitality is more important than life percent, but essentially this one always roll on life percent, so that's why I keep this one. And the critical hit damage it's good because it increases your damage and reduce cooldown reduction. For this build, the CC, the critical chance, is not that important because every skill is so many hits, so you can pretty much crit a lot of times. It's not like a worry because, like I said, like my critical chance is like 38%, but I still see the yellow numbers often because I hit so many hits, so it's just gonna crit anyway. And here are my stats, and like I said, I put on white gems and purple gems. You can put red gems. I like to play more tanky style, so that's how I do it. And also I already made this video in Chinese, like a tutorial video already in Chinese, and actually play a rift with this build. Is probably the runtime was like 6 minutes, and I killed the last boss in like I don't know 1 minute, so it's pretty good. The boss was 4.3 billion, so yeah, so this build is pretty good. You can swap out furnace, and it's flexible. It's flexible as well because you can essentially use profit if you are carrying your friends. So you can essentially swap out for profit, or you can just swap out the horse, to the horse that you like, the endurance and also the rejuvenation or whatever. And for the phalanx, since you are using profit, so you can use condemn if you want. It's really flexible, and you can use a one-hander instead of a fail. You just fail does so much AOE. That's why I like the fail, and it does more damage than one-hander. So that's it. And if you want to check my Rift play, I'm going to show you the link either in the description or on the screen right now. So yeah, and enjoy this video. If you have any question, please comment below and be sure to subscribe. Also, you can go follow my Twitch stream channel. It's twitch.tv/JProGamer. I'm also going to put the link below on the description, so you can go follow it. Although I don't really stream that much, I try to cut down my hours of playing Diablo. But yeah, you can ask me questions on the comment below, and I'm going to read it if I have time. So yeah, enjoy this video and hope you like it. That's it. Thank you for watching. This is Jay signing out. Peace. Bye.